Homophone, homograph, homonym. Aren't they all the same? No, they're not, but they are similar. Hi, I'm Megan, and in today's video I will be talking to you about the differences between homophones, homographs and homonyms. So firstly, they all share the prefix homo, which means same in Greek. So this word is of Greek origin, which is interesting because it's not actually an English word, but that is common of a lot of English words or English words. So firstly, let's start with a homonym. So a homonym is a word that sounds the same, has the same spelling, but has an entirely different meaning. So for example, if I asked you for a pen to write with, I'm assuming you would give me a pen to write with as opposed to an animal pen. Equally, if I asked where I could park my car, you're going to assume that I mean the verb to park as opposed to the noun to visit a park. So a homonym is a word that sounds the same, has the same spelling, but has an entirely different meaning and could have multiple meanings. So it's important to know the context to work out which homonym it is. So secondly, moving on to a homograph. So these words are spelt the same as well, except they have different meanings, but this time they have different sounds entirely. So for example, if I say to you, W-I-N-D, is that wind or is it wind? Equally, if I say to you, W-O-U-N-D, is that wound or is it wound? You can work this out from the context when reading, but you can also work this out in terms of how it is pronounced. So the pronunciation is really important. So if you say wind or wind, you will know you're not going to go down a winding road. I don't think so. So lastly, homophones. This is the one where spelling is important. So homophones are words that sound the same, but they have different meanings and different spellings entirely. So there is the most commonly misused homophone. So it can mean possession, it can mean place, but it can also be a contraction of they are. Another example of a homophone is your, as in the contraction of you are, or something that belongs to you. So for example, your bag. And another example is here. So here as in I can hear this H-E-A-R, but I'm also here, H-E-R-E. So to conclude, homophones, homographs and homonyms are similar but different, and it's important to distinguish those differences. So they all share similarities, they all have different meanings, homographs have different sounds, and homophones have different spellings. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any requests about the English language, specifically grammar, or maybe literature, please let me know and I will keep that in mind for the next video. Thank you.
E2 Lingo. Excitement to learn.